Hello students, welcome back to chapter number 3 of supplementary reading, The Midnight Visitor. Till now we have seen how Osible, a secret agent, was along with Fowler, who is a writer. And Fowler is with Osible just to know some more secrets about how spies work, the way they do spying, and the thrill and excitement that is in their life. And then we have seen that Osible is telling Fowler that I know that you have been disappointed because all types of tricks and romantic adventures that you might have expect from by after being with me are not visible at all. But then when they are moving to their hotel, which is on the sixth floor, that is in Paris, he is telling him that today we are going to receive a report, and that report is so important that there are so many women and men who have given their lives for that, or have at least risked their lives for that. And this sounds quite exciting. So they enter into the hotel room. As soon as they enter into the hotel room, they visit an unknown guest, and that guest is Max. Max is another secret agent who is also in need of that report, and Max is standing over there with a pistol in his hand pointing directly to Osible and Fowler. Let's see what happens next. Max was slender, a little less than tall, with features that suggested slightly the crafty pointed countenance of a fox. So the physical features, or how does Max look like? So Max was a slender fellow, means he was very thin. He was little less than a tall. We can call him tall, but he was just 1 or 2 inches less than what a person who is tall is usually called, with features that suggested slightly the crafty. Okay, so his facial features on his face, it looked like crafty, means it was very pointly, it was very sharp. Countenance of a fox, that means his face was, countenance means face, so his face was compared to that of a fox. So his face was crafted, or his face was given to him in such a way that his face looked like that of a fox. And we know very well that fox is always compared to an adjective of being cunning. Okay, so if fox is cunning, we can make sure that Max is also a type of person who is quite cunning. So there was about him, aside from the gun, nothing especially menacing. Okay. So one thing that was menacing. Menacing means very threatening or frightening. So there was only one thing that was threatening or frightening about Max, and that was the gun in his hand. Apart from his gun, there was nothing that one could be afraid of him, because he was thin and he was not that much tall. Then what Max says, what is the purpose of his coming over here? See, the report, he murmured. Murmured means he spoke slowly. The report that is being brought to you tonight concerning some new missiles. Okay, so he's saying you are going to get a report tonight, and that report is concerning some new missiles. Okay, so now guys, we come to know that the report is that much important just because it contains the information regarding the missiles. And yes, missiles are used for the wars. So someone is planning for the war, or some preparation is going for the wars, and that report contains some secret information regarding that. I thought I would take it from you. Okay, so Max is telling Osible that you are going to receive a report tonight. So I thought I will take that report from you. It will be safer in my hands than in yours. Okay, safer in my hands. It does not mean that Max is a good fellow. He is from the enemy's side. He is the spy of enemies. And he is in search of that report. He wanted that report. So he is just using a sarcastic tones, and he is taunting Osible and saying that that report will be safer in my hands than it will be in your hands. What is the reaction of Osible? Osible moved to an armchair and sat down heavily. We know very well that Osible is a very fat man, and he requires so much of effort to breathe and to walk also. So Osible is moving towards his armchair that is kept in the room, and he sat down heavily, because heavily means because of his weight. I am going to raise the devil with the management this time, and you can bet on it. If he got angry, he said grimly. Okay, that means he said very severely and very harshly. What he said, this time I'm going to raise the devil with the management. To raise the devil for someone means to create problem for someone. That means you are going to scold someone very roughly. So he said, I'm going to raise the devil with the management. Which management? He's talking about the hotel management, the hotel where he is staying currently. Because you can see very well, Max has entered into his room. So what was the management doing? So he's saying, I'm going to raise the devil with the management, means this time I'm not going to leave the management and you can bet on it. Okay, he's saying this thing with so much surety that you can bet on it. Matlab, sharat laga lo. I'm not going to leave them this time. This is the second time in a month that somebody has got into my room through that nuisance of a balcony. Second time in a month that has happened, that someone has entered into my room. Through which way? Through through a nuisance of a balcony, means through that balcony. There is a balcony from where today Max has entered, and there was another person who has also entered in this room. This is the second time it has happened in the same month that someone is entering into the room of Ossible with that balcony. Fowler's eyes went to the single window of the room. Now, Fowler, you know very well, he is the writer who is accompanying Ossible, because he thought, no, I will get some good content for my book. So Fowler was looking here and there, and he was not able to find any balcony. It was just a single window of the room. Okay, in entire room there was just a single window. There is no balcony visible. It was an ordinary window against which now the night was pressing blackly. It was an ordinary window, a normal window one can usually find, and against that window, if you look outside that window, there was what? There was night. Night was pressing blackly, means night was turning black outside that window. When you look from that window, there was no balcony visible. See, if there is a balcony, what do we expect? That there will be a door, and from that door there would be railing and there could be balcony that is visible outside, but there was no balcony at all. There was just a single window. Balcony, Max said with a rising inflection. Rising inflection means rising tone. Means he raised his voice and he said, balcony? Where is balcony? So Mac Fowler was also not able to see balcony, and Max was also not able to see the balcony. No, a pass key. I did not know about the balcony. It might have saved me some trouble had I known. So Max is telling that he has not come through the balcony, he has come through a pass key. Okay, that means we can call it as a master key which we use to open any kind of locks. So I have come through a pass key and I was not knowing about the balcony. And he also said that if I knew about the balcony, I would have come from there because it would have saved me some trouble had I known. So he had gone into so much of trouble to get a pass key. So if he would have known, if I had known that there was a balcony there, it would have saved me some trouble. I would not have taken so much of trouble to get a pass key. If there was a balcony, I could have climbed from the balcony and have entered into your room. So next. It's not my balcony, Ossible said with extreme irritation. Okay, Ossible is irritated completely because he was not expecting Max will come over here inside my room, and he was also angry on the management. So he just said with extreme, it's too much of irritation. It's not my balcony. It belongs to the next apartment. Okay, so besides there is another apartment. From that balcony he is, or the balcony of that room he is talking about. He glanced explanatorily at Fowler. See, Ossible is not talking to Max and he's not telling Max which balcony he's talking about. Ossible is looking at Fowler and he's talking to Fowler and he's telling him that it belongs to the next apartment. Okay, it belongs to the next apartment. Next apartment's balcony it is. You see, this room used to be part of a large unit, and the next room through that door there used to be the living room. Okay, so he's telling this. Listen carefully. This is the room where I am living, and this room was a part of a large unit and the next room. So the next room, okay, here is Ossible's room and his adjoining room. Okay, that was a time there was that these both rooms were a part of a larger unit. Okay, both the rooms were together, but currently there is partition among both the rooms and two rooms are made separately. But before that, both of the rooms were together and there was a large unit or a large room, but then some wall or door might be kept in between and now there are two rooms. It had through that door there. Okay, through the door there means you go out, there is another door, and when you enter, there is another room which is next to us. That used to be the living room. Okay, in some of the good suites or good hotel rooms, we can see when you enter there is a living room, and then inside there is a bedroom. So yes, this room was also made in the same way. The room which is besides was a living room, that was a drawing room or a hall, and my room was a bedroom. Okay, this way it was a larger and it was a big room. But currently, what has happened? Both of them have been transferred into the rooms. So it had the balcony which extends under my window now. Okay, so this was a living room, the adjoining room, and my room was bedroom. And that living room was having the balcony. Okay, that living room was having the balcony. And that living room's balcony is extending to the under my window. Okay, so this is the window of my room, and here is the balcony of the next room. From there, the balcony enters over here to my room. You can get onto it from the empty room two doors down. Okay, now if you want to enter into the balcony of adjoining room, what can you do? You go two floors down, there are rooms which are empty. From there you can climb and enter into the balcony which is in my next room. From there the balcony is coming directly to which place? To my room. And then you can jump and can enter into the window of my room and then into my room. So just imagine there are two rooms. This room is having a way that enters into balcony, and that balcony directly goes where? To the window of Possible, and anyone can jump from here and enter into Possible's room. Okay, there is no window here in Possible's room to enter into balcony, but where is the door? Door is in the next room, where you can come directly into the Possible's room if you jump into the balcony. And how can you get into the balcony of that adjoining room? From two doors down from the below floors, you can climb the floors and you can come back to the balcony of the next room, and from there you can enter into Possible's window very easily. And somebody did last month. So the last month also there was someone who climbed the two floors down. He came up and entered into the balcony of my adjoining room. From there he came to my window. The management promised to block it off, but they haven't. So what is the solution? See, this much is the balcony, and here there is living room, and here is Possible's room. Okay, but if Possible wants to go to the balcony, what he has to do? He has to climb for the from the window if he wants to go to the balcony. So management said, okay, this is the path. Here we are going to block the path so that no one can enter into your place. I hope you understood this, because this thing is going to play an important role in the climax. Max glanced at the faller, who was standing stiffly not far from Ossible. Now Ossible was sitting in the armchair, Fowler was standing next to him, and Max was opposite to them. So Max had gun in his hand and he told Fowler, what did he say? And waved the gun with commanding gesture, please sit down. Okay, so he was having gun in his hand and he pointed that gun to Fowler and said like this. This is the gesture, okay, like this. Sit down. Okay, you sit down. We have a wait of half an hour, I think. Okay, still we have to wait for half an hour. So you sit down. 31 minutes, Ossible said moodily. See, he was so accurate. Max said we have to wait for 30 minutes, but then Ossible is saying no, we have to wait for 31 minutes. The appointment was for 12:30. I wish I knew how you learned about the report, Max. Now, Ossible is so worried. He's saying the appointment is at 12:30. I seriously wish I knew how you learned about the report. How you learned about the report means how did you come to know about the report, Max? Then Max is saying he is giving reactions because Ossible is praising Max. That how did you come to know about the report? The little spy smiled heavily. Okay, so listening to that, Max, whom they call little spy, means he is very young. So little spy, he smiled heavily. He smiled like a bad person. And we wish we knew how your people got the report. What was the reply of Max? That I wish that we knew how your people got the report. But no harm has been done. Okay, no harm has been done means nothing has gone wrong. I will get it back tonight. Okay, tonight I am going to get back those reports. What is that? Who is at the door? You see, when Ossible is asking Max and telling, I wish I knew that how you come to know about the report. So Max is saying, I wish I knew or we knew how you people got the report. but still nothing has gone wrong. I will get that report back to me. And suddenly there is knocking at the door. And then Max is asking, what is that? Who is at the door? Who is at the door? Fowler jumped at the sudden knocking at the door. Now you can imagine what is the condition of Fowler. Fowler has never seen such kind of adventures in his life. So he's just standing over there and witnessing what is happening. He has gun pointed on him by Max, and at that time suddenly there is knocking. Just with the noise of the knocking, Fowler jumps at his place. He is afraid, or he is threatened with the sudden knocking at the door. Ozable just smiled. Okay, Ozable started smiling. That will be the police, he said. Now, Ozable has made all the arrangements. He's saying that that will be the police. I thought that such an important paper as the one we are waiting for should have a little extra protection. I told them to check on me to make sure everything was all right. Okay, so Ausable is saying that these papers are so important. Okay, and we were waiting for these papers, and so I thought, no, let us have some extra protection because papers are so important. So I told these police people, no, to check on me, means continuously see if I'm okay or not, to make sure everything was all right. Okay, you come and check on me, means you come and check after some while or after some time to make sure to confirm that everything is all right. Okay, so this is how Max we can consider that Ossible was smart. If Max was smart, Ossible was extra smart, and this way two spy agents are fighting with each other, some mental fight or some mental duel or war. But still, the chapter is on, and we don't know what happens at the end. And this we are going to see in the next lecture. Okay, I hope you have understood till now what we have studied, and I expect that you are listening to the videos and learning a lot from it. So all the best for the test and keep on studying.